Well, hello, my amazing Pisces friends. My name is Libra Empress, and I'm going to be doing your tarot for today. This deck has been shuffled so much in the last 3 hours because I've been waiting for my other videos to load up. So thank you so much for being patient. And let's get started. If you shuffle both ways, it keeps your cards from, what is it called? Bending and warping. So like say I do it this, if you keep doing it this way and you constantly use force, it'll warp your cards. But say you change it up every once in a while and do this, and it helps keep them straight and good. Okay, let's get started. Actually, I'm going to do another shuffle because I can't do 2 cards on the first clarifier. Give me a past energy. My hands are so small, sorry. The world. Okay, my Pisces friends. Let's do now energy. Come on. Six of hazards. Right. Shuffle this. Let's get the future energy. The 2 of hazards. Okay. I knock on it too much. I like to do that. Sorry, it's like an OCD thing. Okay. Let's do, oops, I dropped that one. Hold on a second. Present energy. There we go. Okay. Okay. Future. These 3 popped up. Okay. Let me shuffle this one more time. I'm pre-prepping for later in case I forget. Okay. let's get started. Sorry about it being a little wonky. I know it's hard to read. The camera is definitely wonky. So I apologize for the inconvenience there. So your past is the world. Let's see if I can't turn that glare down. There we go. The world. It signifies lessons learned, end of a journey, and completion. It's the end of a cycle as the world goes up in flames. Our two lovers are safe in their fallout shelter, ready to meet the new day and begin the fool's journey all over again. The world represents the achievement of goals or the end of a stage in your life. Where do you go from there? Or here? There. The lovers hiding as the world's in flames. Okay. And the first clarifier is the Queen of Swords. Here, let me get these out of the way. So, Queen of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Swords represents intelligence, sharp tongue, and unscrupulous. Alright? If you think you're kicking her out of her double wide, you've got another thing coming. Underneath, her hair, curlers, and terry cloth bathrobe beats the heart of a true fighter. The Queen of Swords represents a woman who may have suffered the loss of a loved one but still carries on. She's a little tougher, a little wiser, and definitely ready for the next wave of terror. The Lovers. The Lovers represents romance, sex, blinded by passion. Decisions. Where do you start? The head or the heart? The Lovers are duality in motion, and you must make up your mind before moving on to the next phase. If you decide to overlook that your new lover is one of the undead, don't be surprised when he or she rips your heart out. I was thinking it's going to say rips your head out. Yeah, because it rhymes or whatever. Maybe it's better to leave this relationship behind. It's starting to stink. Okay, so you're having a bit of an issue. You know, it seems like the relationship, your past relationship was full of nothing but passion and it went south, right? Your third clarifier is the Fool. The Fool represents new journey, first steps, hasty choices. Our hero begins his journey with a spring in his step and a healthy set of blinders, unaware of zombie claws reaching for his feet. You're bound to make plenty of mistakes in your new adventures, but your enthusiasm might be enough to carry you through a bumpy beginning. Try to pay attention to your surroundings. Are those storm clouds on the horizon? The fourth clarifier is the Seven of Cups. That represents choices. This represents choices, consideration, and daydreams, right? Holy smokes, you've hit the jackpot. Too many choices may befuddle even the most determined zombie, but the Seven of Cups signals that a decision needs to be made. Take a minute to decide what's important, then stagger toward your goal. Don't get caught dreaming of possibilities. Look at your options. Pick the most attractive cerebellum on the table and go for it. So from your past energy, it seems like you were a fool in love. Shit hit the fan. Maybe your family didn't like your significant other that you love, or maybe their family didn't like you, right? And you lost the, the love that started out really, really hot. And you felt like a fool, but you're just realizing now that back then you did have a lot of options. And that's what caused you to hiccup, right? Okay, well, let's keep that as the world. Past energy. Now your current energy, which is the Six of Hazards, or Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, or Hazards, signifies generosity, favors, and rewards. So right now you're feeling like, you're feeling like you're getting the rewards, right? Gifts are coming your way. You're feeling blessed. But be wary of any strings that might be attached. Someone may be trying to buy your love or allegiance. Alright, Pisces? Read the fine print before accepting assistance from others. Are they looking out for your own interest, or do they expect something in return? Let's get that clarified with the Ten of Hazards / Pentacles. Wealth, family, and contentment. So right now you're feeling content, even though you went through that little bit of a hiccup. Well, it didn't feel like a little hiccup back then, but right now it's kind of like it's okay. So the Ten of Hazards / Swords represents wealth, family, and contentment. The end of a cycle is upon us, bringing the family close and the zombies even closer. You're able to welcome them into your home as an asset instead of a problem, even if they do require nightly muzzles. Surely the other adversaries in your life seem tame by comparison. Okay, so you're dealing with stuff, but you're looking on the bright side, right? Because rewards are coming. You can feel it in your soul. The Five of Swords. Seems like everybody's fighting, right? You're feeling like there's defeat in the air, there's too many bickering, and you feel like severing some ties. There's trouble brewing. In the tarot, 5 represents a turning point for a project, relationship, or issue. Resentment may be simmering among you and your fellow refugees. Be wary of any individuals who always seem ready to start a fight. If your problems can't be resolved for the better, it may be time to cut the ties that bind, alright? So you're having some issues on the home front right now within your family. And you just want peace. But what's going to pull you together is the Strength card for right now. And the Strength card represents resolve, conviction, and inner determination, right? Pisces, your strength comes from within. You stared down the zombie horde and they blinked first, or they would have, if only they had working eyelids. You've learned to trust your instincts and stay on the chosen path. Use that same resolve to cowboy up when the zombies get their second wind. Alright. So right now you're facing some dilemmas at home. But you've overcome a lot. You're facing some obstacles, but it's going to be okay. Because you're going to pull through. And there's going to be abundant rewards, and your family's going to come back together. Right? So that's your present. So past, present, and this is your future, if you so choose it, alright? It's one of many possibilities. The Two of Coins / Hazards. Basically, this means that you're juggling, okay? You're balancing harmony and juggling responsibilities. Balancing your responsibilities can be exhausting. It's not easy to manage a heavy workload when family members or friends are constantly distracting you. The Two of Hazards cautions you to keep an eye on responsibilities until the cavalry arrives. Don't despair, help is on the way. So there's a little bit of chaos, but it's going to be okay, okay? It's going to be okay, you're not alone. The Empress. You are definitely the Empress. I know it. I can feel it in my soul. And it has nothing to do with your gender either. It has everything to do with your energy. Alright? Because you're not going to take shit from no one. You are the Empress. You represent fertility, maternal, and success. Right? A feminine force to be reckoned with. The Empress embodies the cycles of birth, death, and reanimation. Her maternal instincts kick into high gear whenever her offspring are threatened. She knows there's no problem she can't solve with patience, love, and shovel to the back of the head. She's a nurturer, so her home is filled with both the living and the undead. Watch where you step, alright? So there's going to be some people that that might step on your toes, and that's okay, but just remember to lay down that you have boundaries, and you are the Empress, and you're not going to put up with shit. Okay? Your next clarifier is Temperance. That is also known as, I believe, the Sagittarius card. Alright. So there's going to be a Sag involved in this, I'm pretty sure. Temperance represents balance, alchemy, and cooperation. Mixing human blood with zombie blood is typically a recipe for disaster, but in certain controlled circumstances, the results could yield a miracle vaccine. The Temperance card calls for balance and compromise. You need to get closer to your enemy if you're going to understand what makes him or her tick, and you may need to join together to resolve your differences. So you're gonna be butting heads with someone, but ultimately, you guys are going to come out both winners, and you're going to learn from each other. And your last clarifier for your future is a Chariot, so you're going to be going on, an adventure. The Chariot card represents travel, progress, conquest. The Chariot signifies movement. You know where you're headed, and you know precisely how many zombies you'll need to mow down to get there. Your hard work is paying off, but don't lose sight of the road that brought you here. If you're considering a large purchase such as a new car, perform due diligence and make sure it has plenty of extra legroom. So, you could even be buying a new home, and you're just trying to make sure that everybody fits. So ultimately, the world felt like it was burning. You had choices. You felt like a fool because at one point, your relationship was solely based on desire and sexual intimacy, but it kind of fell apart, right? You're dealing with loss of some sort, but also this could signify that you are the Queen of Swords and you just got sick of everybody's bullshit and you put your foot down. That's for past. Present is you're dealing with people in your family bickering, and you want your rewards, which will be, handed out to you as soon as you remember that you've got such a strength within you that no one else, can realize how strong you are, because you are an Empress. And ultimately, you're going to bring people together. You're going to put your foot down. You've got choices to make too. Basically, you're juggling with responsibilities. And you're dealing with Sagittarius. Not to mention that you're going to be going somewhere, buying something, and you need to heed and know that everything's going to be okay as long as you plan it out. So thank you so much for listening to me. My name is Libra Empress. Please hit subscribe, like, and share, and join me again for tomorrow's reading. Bye-bye.